and welcome to another edition of Junior News. I'm Esther.
And I'm Tom.
And today we're here to talk about road safety.
And there is a lot of congestion outside Millfield.
Yes, and congestion means danger. So, we're lucky enough today to have two school governors here with us. I have with me Joe and Edward, who are both parents and governors at the school. So, being parents, do you find any issues collecting your children from school?
Well, I've certainly noticed since we've been here, and we've been coming here for, this is our third year, I've certainly noticed that the increase in car numbers has gone up, and the congestion in the mornings and in the evenings can be quite bad. I put it down to one fact, and that is that the school has become so much more popular over the last 2 or 3 years, and there's more and more people from outside the village are coming to the school, and of course they get here by cars.
Well, I've been coming here for the last 5 years, and again there has been increased amount of traffic in the morning and in the evenings, which does cause problems in, parking outside the school and picking your children up and dropping them off in the morning.
So why don't you think they just park down Park Lane, which is only a couple of metres down the lane?
I think maybe sometimes it may be for more convenience to drop them straight outside school. Maybe, they haven't got a lot of time in the mornings and they need to be off way to work maybe quite quickly, so that's maybe why they don't park over the road and walk over to the school.
I've noticed particularly that actually in the last 3 years that Park Lane, particularly at the end of day, has become a lot busier. I remember 3 years ago we could park towards the front of Park Lane, but now it's might be 100, 200 metres, further away. I tend to park there, or I tend to park on the Heighington, on the main road coming through the village. That's how I sort of deal with that situation.
So, what options do we have to stop this?
Well, as a governing body, this arose at our last meeting 3 or 4 weeks ago, and we realised that it's a problem that is currently ongoing and is probably likely to get worse as the school gets more and more popular. There are two options that are basically open to us. The first option would be the parish council and the county council would change the road to a one-way road. That would take a long period of time, and it might not even happen. So I think we need to try and be more proactive as governors and as members of the school and people that make deliveries to the school. So we've come up with this idea as a governing body, and it is just a suggestion, but we'd like to give it a try, and that is to implement a voluntary one-way system. The idea being is that everybody just goes drops off their pupils in the same direction to avoid any congestion, certainly for a period of 1 week at least, to give it a good try.
Do you have any ideas, Joe?
I think that's a really good idea about the one-way system, but also just parents just noting where they're parking in the morning and making sure it is in a sensible place, and making use of Park Lane, which is over the road, and perhaps walking, and just trying to think a bit more about where they're parking in the morning and in the evenings.
I think one of the things that people get frustrated about is the dangerous parking on the yellow hatching lines. The yellow hatching lines are there for a safety reason, and bearing in mind that we're all parents and we all adore our children and what have you, it frustrates me that perhaps some other people's inconsiderate parking actually puts myself and my children at a risk, and I don't think that's acceptable.
So thank you for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks. So, I believe we actually have Charlotte right there outside Heighington Millfield Primary Academy.
Let's see what she's got to say.
As you can see, it's quite quiet now, but earlier today it was very different. I'm here with Graham Heslop, who's the school governor. Graham, what do you think of this situation?
It's going home time now, and the school, as we can see, the road, as we can see, is very congested. Cars are parked up on both sides of Mill Lane, making it very difficult for cars to get through, to move through the road. It's potentially very dangerous in terms of the traffic and the pupils coming out of the school.
Do you have a good solution for this congestion?
I think there are two potential solutions. Clearly, an obvious one is for fewer people to bring their cars to school. If more people could walk, that would help. But quite clearly, a lot of people have to drive if they're going to work and dropping off their children, or coming home and picking up their children. Our solution, the provisional solution as governors, is to try and make Mill Lane a one-way system, either on a voluntary basis or to ask the parish council and the county council whether it can be formally made into a one-way system.
Thank you, Graham. Let's see what the pupils got to say about it. How did you feel when you knew about this disaster?
Well, I think it's really annoying because they should only go one way, and I think and there's hardly any room for them to go, and I think they should have some of the grass cut off.
Can you describe how you feel when you walk home?
Well, it doesn't really feel that safe because you're all cramped, and I usually go on my bike, so you can't get through.
How safe do you feel when you walk home?
Well, not that safe because I might get run over, because there's too many cars around.
Well, feelings are obviously running high here at Heighington, so let's go back to the studio.
Well, thank you, Charlotte. Whew, it's been a busy topic today.
I hope you enjoyed the show today.
Yes, that's all we've got time for now. Thank you for watching.
Bye.